Great Nigerians. Great Nigerians. Great Nigerians. I welcome you today, the 9th of September 2023, to this wonderful general election that is scheduled today. So those who came from very far and those who came from very near, we welcome you. As a Christian, I will say, in the name of the Lord. You are highly welcome, and we thank you for making out time from your very busy schedules to be here. And I hope and believe that our engagement and deliberations today will be very fruitful and very peaceful. And I will implore and ask people, candidates, voters, and observers to please be very cordial and peaceful. Thank you. The Nigerian High Commissioner, Ambassador Haruna Manta, the Consul General, His Excellency Andrew Idi, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, the clergy and the religious, traditional leaders, leaders of all Nigerian organizations present, the Nigerian Women Association, the Nigerian Student Association, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, as I stand before you, it marks a profound moment in my journey with Nicasa. For the past 6 years, I've had the honor and privilege of serving as your President General. A journey that began with an interim role and ultimately led to an elected position as the President General. As my tenure draws to a close, I want to share with you some reflections on our remarkable journey together. Over these past 6 years, we have encountered our fair share of challenges and celebrated numerous milestones. Our mission has always been clear: to change the ugly narratives that had defined Nigerians in South Africa, to promote and maintain our goodwill, to become a protection to the weak members of our community, and to put interests of Nigerians at the forefront of our collective engagement. One of our proudest moments was during the xenophobic attack against members of our community in South Africa in 2019. Nicasa rose to the challenge when we organized our distressed citizens to safety with the help of the Nigerian missions. We worked tirelessly to evacuate them to the safety of the consulate here in Ilovo. Many Nigerians were left dehumanized and traumatized from the xenophobic attack. Most of the affected were stripped of their means of livelihood by local xenophobic arsonists and thieves, because they are simply thieves. It doesn't matter the coloration or the name that you want to give them, they are thieves. We ensured their safety and well-being until their eventual evacuation to Nigeria. Chief Allen Onyema, the CEO of Air Peace Airline, donated his aircraft for the evacuation process of those Nigerians who were traumatized from the senseless xenophobic attack by local South Africans. Over 700 Nigerians were evacuated. It was a great achievement by Nicasa. During the COVID pandemic that ravaged the world with death and destruction of livelihood, we mobilized Nicasa leadership across provinces, including Gauteng. We mobilized the largest palliative support to our citizens ever seen in the history of our Nigerians in South Africa. We distributed to Nigerians over 25 kg of various food items and groceries to support those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Sorry. The response from Nigerians was massive and awesome. Groups such as Nigerian Doctors Forum, or the Beze Food and Spice Shop, Nicasa executive members, some members of the BOT, the provincial chairmen and their executives, everyone was motivated to give hand to those in need and the frustrated. It was such a trying time to humanity and to Nicasa, and Nicasa responded to the challenges with tremendous success. The BOT chairman, Chief Felix Chuks Okoye, through his network of friends, also raised funds for Nicasa in support of the palliative to distressed Nigerians. Nicasa provincial leaders in our 8 provinces successfully replicated the palliative distribution in their respective provinces. KwaZulu-Natal, Western Cape, and other provinces performed wonderfully. Nicasa remained the only organization that was able to secure 35 years imprisonment and conviction against a member of the South African police who unjustly killed an innocent Nigerian in KZN, in Durban. The conviction of the rogue police officer was made possible through our KwaZulu-Natal provincial chairman, Honorable Batilomi Eziago, unrelenting efforts, and working tirelessly with the High Commission and the Consulate. Through Nicasa efforts and the support of our benevolent consul generals, passport intervention has reached every province, reducing the burden, risk, and cost associated with traveling the distance to obtain travel documents. Nigerians are happier now with the quick turnaround time to obtain their passports. And we're actually looking forward to a 48-hour capture and pick passports at the consulate in the near future. Nicasa has become more than just a name. We have become invaluable to Nigerians, thanks to our community services and proactive engagements, and our rapid response to matters when they occur. Our capacity to deal with issues can only be imagined. This is because of the committed and active members of our executive. With the Nicasa provincial leadership, who are our grassroots people, we have forged connections, strengthened bonds, and made a real impact on the lives of our fellow Nigerians. We cannot count our numerous achievements. Evidence abound of our work and what we have been able to achieve. One of our greatest challenges is the cult-related activities that had claimed lives of our citizens in South Africa and continue to do so. Our community had been ravaged by this menace and unnecessary killings that has negatively defined us in South Africa. Our names and nation's goodwill has been ridiculed as without any honor left in it due to actions of criminality by our nationals. We can do better than cult activities. We are not cultists, and we cannot be defined as cult gangsters. Today, as we gather to elect a new set of leaders to pilot the affairs of Nicasa, my greatest desire is to see them perform better from where we handed over to them. I urge them to uphold the values that defined Nicasa, to prioritize community service genuinely, and to always put the interests of Nigerians first. They must also guard against gossips, lies, or any such destructive vices that has the potential to rob them of unity and to achieve their set objectives. To my fellow executives and members of the Board of Trustees, working alongside you these past years has been a tremendous learning experience. With some intrigues, lot of fun, joy, and wonderful achievements. Some of you have become friends and family. Remember, life is about people. Cherish your relationships and friendships, and don't burn bridges, no matter the differences that may arise. I implore all outgoing executives and Board of Trustee members to lend their experience and wisdom to the incoming leadership. May we not undermine their effort, but rather offer them unwavering support as they build upon the foundation we laid. The Nicasa Foundation was solidly laid to last forever, and Nicasa will last forever. I advise the new elected executive to immediately after inauguration carry out a review of the Nicasa Constitution. The review will help to strengthen the organization and reposition it to meet with the new challenges. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the contestants. By the way, the contestants are my friends, and they are members of the executives. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the contestants who have stepped forward to serve the community with their time and resources. Your commitment to Nicasa is commendable, and I encourage you to be gracious in both victory and defeat. In every election, there will be winners, and those whom today is not their day, remember tomorrow holds its own opportunities. In my time as President General, I have endured hurtful campaigns again aimed at tarnishing my reputation and possibly destroy my legacy. I finish my tenure today relieved that none of those malicious allegations born out of wicked jealousy were found to be untrue. Today, I extend forgiveness to all who have intentionally hurt me, and I humbly ask forgiveness from anyone I may have unintentionally hurt. I would like to thank the diplomats who were on duty and present when we were first inaugurated. I thank His Excellency Ambassador Musa Ibeto, Ambassador Godwin Adama, Ambassador Andrew Idi, Ambassador Anthony Ogbe, Mrs. Chituru Chendo, and the Defense Advisor Commodore Mustafa. I thank them for their contributions, support, and goodwill they showed me during my tenure and to Nicasa. The lights they ignited in their presence had not dimmed. It continued to shine even brighter. In conclusion, let us move forward with open hearts and commitment to the betterment of our community. Let us work together tirelessly and selflessly to uplift the Nigerian spirit in South Africa. Our unity is our strength, and together we shall continue to make a difference. Thank you, and may your journey ahead be filled with purpose, unity, and prosperity. God bless Nicasa, and God bless Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, PG. Please note that your tenure has not ended today. So this is a speech that's supposed to be on the inauguration, not today. Today is an election day, but apologies for giving the PG to give this long speech. Good afternoon or still morning. Good morning, all the delegates and contestants. My name is Dr. Lawan Abdulhamid, the chair of the Independent Electoral Commission. And today is the day. Today, Nicasa is going to make a history, and we are going to elect our leaders who will lead this association for the next 4 years. I'm very humble and very grateful to the cooperation that we get from the community, from the Nigerian community across South Africa. I really thank you a lot for the confidence that you put on us as the IEC committee and for all the cooperations that you have rendered to us. We really appreciate that, and we hope that you continue to give us this cooperation till the end of the activities today. Today is not a day that we make speeches. It's a day of election, and I don't want to keep you too long here. We go straight to the agenda. I'm going to invite all the contestants to be seated in that place. Emmanuel will give them a seat as they come in. I'm starting by inviting the presidential aspirant. Presidential aspirant. Lawan Ibrahim Tanko. Lawan Ibrahim Tanko, come and have a seat. Kazim Akande, come and have a seat. Reverend Frank.
I should come there or sit down?
Oh, sit down. Okay. Reverend Frank, come and have a seat. Contestants for the Vice President 1, I have Amakan Elisha. Olumide Kolawale. The Vice President 2, Nkolika Kadiki, Odibeze. The Secretary General, Elizabeth Ojo Fafaru. Deputy Secretary General, Ikechukwu Onuma Julu. Financial Secretary, Trust Robert. Organizing Secretary, Benjamin Anike. Anthony Ohiaku Ewilodu. I have to make sure that I call your name.
You are trying.
Deputy Organizing Secretary, Agatha Eza. Agatha? Chief Protocol Officer, Ichioma Fek. Deputy Protocol Officer, Chukwudi Lawrence. Public Relations Officer, Tony Okori. Okay, thank you very much. I mean, for all coming, and without any waste of time. I think I'm reviewing the Constitution. My sincere apology. I have the two treasurers. If you want Obi, and I have the Vivian Opara. So as I told you, we really don't want to keep you too long here. We want to make sure that this election is being done as quick as possible. The next on our agenda is the manifesto by all the candidates. and we are going to invite them one after the other to address the delegates. The presidential candidate, which is coming last, will be given 10 minutes, 5 minutes straight to address the delegates, and we take at least 3 questions, and they will respond to all the 3 questions in 5 minutes. They will respond to all the questions and all other contestants, will have 5 minutes, total of 5 minutes. So you have 3 minutes to address the delegates, and then you have 2 minutes to respond to at least 2 questions in 2 minutes. So you have to be very, very snappy and prepare yourself very well. I would like to acknowledge the presence and all the support of our Consul General.
Sorry?
Andrew Iti. And before we start the manifesto, we do the national anthem, and then the Consul General will address us very briefly. Then we go straight to the manifesto. Okay? So we go into the national anthem. Are they ready?
Please, can we kindly be on our feet? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria called free to serve our father's land with all our strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve without a mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Great Nicasa. Great. Let's have our seats, please. So I would like to invite the Consul General, Consulate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Andrew Iti, for a brief remark. Thank you. A round of applause, please.
This is a new item. You didn't tell me I'm speaking today.
You are welcome.
My brothers, sisters, good morning. The President of Nicasa, Ben Okoli, Chairman Electoral Committee, executive members of Nicasa, delegates, my officers and staff. We're here today to mark a milestone in the life of the premier Nigerian community, Nicasa. Nicasa has been in existence since 2018, but this is the first time they're going to witness an election to produce new leaders. It's about transition. It's about the old giving room for the new. If one be, it's not time for long speeches. Even when the president was making his long speech, I said, this sounds like valedictory speech to me. And I thought that's a speech we should do when we transfer power to the new exco and he hands over. In any event, he's done that. I want to appeal to all of us. I know we've traveled from afar. Some delegates came all the way from Cape Town, all over the country. Took risk, all in the name of service to community. That's why we're all gathered here. If not, we ought to be out there doing some things, either dealing with family matters and some other places, because it's a Saturday. But you sacrifice, give up your time, took the costs to come here in the name of your community. It's a selfless job, it's a thankless job. Nobody's going to pay you for this except the community. I appeal to us all, let's be, please, peaceful, abide by the regulations to be given to us by the electoral community and committee. So we do everything in good time, and those that have to go back afar should be able to do that. Please, there will be a winner, there will be a loser. That is what underpins elections. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, hug yourselves as brothers and sisters. That is what I expect to see. Sportsmanship, the spirit of sports. Certainly there will be winners, there will be losers. Don't take it too hard. It's simply what the community wants. They determine who leads them. CJ doesn't, the High Commissioner doesn't. So the most important people in this forum today are the delegates, Nigerians, from whom the ESCO will draw its authority. Please, when we start voting, campaigns should not take place. I pointed to the chairman that I can see signs. There shouldn't be campaign in this arena. Out there, yes, but inside here is simply time. Organize delegates, sit down, do your speeches, and then vote. So that by the next 2-3 hours, we should be counting the ballots. Please, I thank you all for those of us returning today. I wish you God's blessings, safe trip to your various destinations. And for those of us in hotel here, we are supposed to be guests to those that came from other provinces. Those that cannot go bike and don't have anywhere to stay, if we can accommodate them, let's do it in that spirit of Nigerianness. I thank you all, and a wonderful day.
A round of applause for the Consul General, please. Quite frankly, he gave us here freely. Not only that, he was monumental in his support for this day. So we want to acknowledge that assistance greatly. Few minutes or few hours from here now, we'll be having our lunch. He was instrumental to making that possible. So we want to thank him for all the support he has given to Nicasa, and we know he's not going to stop there. That being said, please, we are going straight into action. The first contestant to speak to us will be the PRO, Honorable Anthony Okudili-Okore. He has 3 minutes to talk to us, and after that, we will entertain 2 questions, which you have 2 minutes to deal with. Like I said earlier, we will take the 2 questions, then he will answer to them at once. Please, let our questions be direct, devoid of personal attack. We know why we are here. Let us act maturely so that we will live here like the city has enjoyed us as happy friends, brothers and sisters. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Honorable Anthony Okudili-Okore. He is vying for the PRO of Nicasa. Thank you.
Fellow Nigerians living in South Africa, I greet you. I want to appreciate everyone that have come, delegates from afar and near. Thank you for coming. Tony Okudili-Okore. Tony Okudili. Sorry for that. Tony Okudili-Okore is going for the position of Public Relations Officer. Tony Okore is born from Imo State. And lived in Surulere, Lagos. Tony Okore is a practicing attorney with Tony Okore Attorneys Incorporated, based in Gauteng here. Something bothers me over the years of service, first as an interpreter from 2004 to 2015, and then a practicing attorney from 2015 till now. I have seen so much injustice. I have seen so much malicious damage to Nigerians. In fact, I was telling somebody today, some people today, that I was in Vereeniging Court for an immigration matter, which I practiced 90%, and we heard that somebody in Sasolburg was beaten to death. This is not the first time I've heard that. There in the Northern Cape, One person was clubbed to death with golf stick. People are shot randomly. I also have a practice also very close to Lindela. People are being deported illegally, maliciously. The problem of brutal arrest or malicious arrest of police officers to fellow Nigerians is disturbing. First of all, as a PRO, being the face of Nicasa, I want to set the record straight. Not every Nigerians are bad. That's the first thing I want to do. Not every Nigerians are foolish or bad. The second thing I want to do is to see if I can interface with the South African government. As an immigration lawyer, not an agent, not a this thing, I want to have this platform to speak with certain powers, which I always do in my as an attorney. But giving me this platform will help me to spread my tentacles so that we can stop certain things. As we speak, there are some legislations which some of you don't know in the Constitutional Court that is going to affect a lot of us, especially those people who are coming into the country. They have amended what we call the immigration law. They've amended the Refugee Act, and I'm telling you, we need to act very, very fast. Also, my position as a PRO, I want to educate. If given this platform, I want to see where I can, which I have been doing, to educate Nigerians with respect to papers, with respect to well-being, with respect to certain etiquettes. I see a lot of things. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I was in a place called Klexdorp, and the station commander put me in his car, and we drove around, and we saw some of our brothers in the street doing certain things, selling to even children. Not good. We have to educate. I'm not saying people should not do whatever they want to do, but they must do certain things with etiquette. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Please. Thank you. You just heard from the candidate who is vying for the position of the PRO. I need 2 questions, please. Before the question, I want to put this out to everyone here. This program is live on the YouTube as we speak. It's streaming live on HTV. So you can tell your folks or anybody that is not here that they can join what you are doing here. It's streaming live on YouTube. Courtesy HTV. Thank you. 2 questions, please.
Up Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. My question to you, sir. You have said something about immigration and police in South Africa. Sorry, I'm Mama Yoruba. Maybe most of you don't know me. Mama Yoruba, I stay in town. I sell herbs and I sell food. But my question to you is, what is Nicasa going to do about these harassing people on the streets and even volunteers? We know volunteers that they come from Zimbabwe, that they harass people on the streets, take them, where is your passport, where is your visa? If you don't have it, they take you to station, you pay 1.5, they leave you. After another week, another set will take you again. But the, papers are not coming out. I can mention some people here that have submitted for many years, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Nothing is coming. The paper is inside. But you harass us today, you take somebody today, you leave him, next week again, you harass that person. I want to ask you, sir, what are you going to do about that? Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Yoruba. Next question, please. Okay. That's the last one.
Dr. Joshua Awesome, founder African Institute of the Mind.
My name is Joshua Awesome.
I run African Institute of the Mind. It's a mental health organization. Commendations to you for the passion you've exuded, but I just wanted to find out, do you have statistics that talks to some of the cases that you've been highlighting? You sound like you're very passionate about it, and you've had experience in the courts. Do you have statistics to be able to back this up? So I just need to talk about that.
Thank you. Very good question. So you have two questions, please. Deal with them in 2 minutes.
I don't know if I can, but I will try my best. Straight to the question, to Mama Yoruba. Mama Yoruba, your answer is twofold. First of all, those people who have applied for PRO or permits, it's common cause that for the last permit I knew, for sponsor permit, came in 2021 or 2022. They've not been issuing. It's also part of this that we want to face. I don't know whether it's intentional or deliberate, but anybody who has gone for permit, PRO, unless some of them, they are coming out. Especially those who want to apply for the very first time for permit. You don't get it. And that is why we want to know why. The second one will be people who they arrest in the streets and they say there is no permit. The first thing I have been educating people as an immigration lawyer and passionate is have an application ready. If you're a first timer you want to apply for, you don't have any paper. The gateway has been opened since 2021 that you can apply for asylum. Apply online, hold the paper. If they now come to say, we don't know what, especially the police, they don't know what they are doing, then call your lawyer, call somebody, because you have a defense. Same with asylum. If your asylum has been rejected or something has happened to it, contact an immigration lawyer. Two things will happen. Either you apply online, or most of the time it is finally rejected. You meet an immigration lawyer. He will do what we call a Rule 53 in terms of a judicial review. You hold that paper. Some of those papers can last even 2 years. Nobody is going to stop you. And if somebody says it's going to stop you, that is where the police brutality comes in. And that is why we must educate them that anybody who has something genuine to hold, it's not your fault, man, that something is not coming out. It's not my fault. But so far you have something on your ground. In fact, we will even sue for damages. I have a lot of them in my office. Then comes to statistics. I'm sorry, sir. You see this?
You're funny.
Statistics. I started practicing as a candidate attorney in Kimberley. So if I start telling you statistics, I don't know where to start. Some people here, they've gone through issues and I've given them bail. They are here. I don't want to call names. If you talk about bail in statistics, I have done over 2,600 bail. If you talk about files in my office with regards to asylum, I have about 1,002. And it goes so forth, so forth. I think I have answered you. Thank you. Thank you, fellow Nigerians, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Antonio Kudili-Okorie, aspiring for the position of the Nicasa PRO. Please, like I just said, what we are doing here is streaming live on YouTube. The link has been given to the PG. PG, kindly post it on the Nicasa group. The link of the live streaming of what's happening here. Please post on the Nicasa group so that we can share to our friends and families. Thank you. Please, we'll move swiftly now, very, very swiftly. The next office is that of the Deputy Protocol Officer, Honorable Lawrence Ukpabi. Please come forward. 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Greatest Nicasa. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to express myself and the reason why I'm here today. My names are Dr. Prophet Lawrence Ukpabi. I was born in 1981, January 27th. A graduate in Ebonyi State University, History of International Relations. I came into South Africa in the year 2010 because of my ministry, River of Life Church, based in Cape Town. I am the General Overseer of New Beginning Life of God Mission, aka River of Life Church. I am full-time in ministry. I'm a husband to my wife, and I have 5 children. Today I'm here to contest the office of Deputy Protocol Officer of Nicasa. I so much love community service, and I'm here to give my best to the national. Recently, I am Chief Protocol Officer of Nicasa Western Cape. I'm still holding the office, and now I want to serve in the national, to work with the Chief Protocol Officer national, to assist the person that will be voted in today. I believe your votes will give me opportunity to give my service that I'm giving to Western Cape, to give it to the national. I believe a protocol officer, we are the chief protocols, we are the security. When meetings are being conducted, we make sure that there is order, and we make sure that we support the idea and the agenda of the PG to make sure that our community are safe and that we grow. I am a member of many organizations in South Africa. Imo State, I'm a member of Imo State Union in Western Cape. I'm a member of many. Because of time, I will stop here. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the candidate aspiring for the office of the Deputy Protocol Officer. 2 questions, please. 2 questions, please. In the absence of none, we'll move ahead. 2 questions, please. No questions. Thank you. Please, I will enjoin all contestants. You can use the shade here, or you can stand under the sun. Anyone that is comfortable for you. And I want to also encourage us that please just speak to facts. We don't want to hear too much stories of how you were born or where you were born. You just tell us what you intend to do for Nicasa. Please. The next contestant is the Chief Protocol Officer, Ijoma Faith Wodo. Please, a round of applause for her, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. To all the delegates, I greet you all. My name is Ijoma Faith Modo, born in 1981. I just said you were my birthday mates. So I came to South Africa in 2003, and I'm here to contest the I'm here to contest the post of Chief Protocol Officer to help with the security activities of the Consulate and Nicasa in general, to enhance in pushing Nicasa forward for the new leadership.
Please, a round of applause for her, please. 2 questions. If there are none, we'll move ahead. Any question? All right, thank you. Hello, madam. Have your seat. Thank you. I like what I'm saying. Very snappy. The next officer is the Deputy Secretary General, Barrister Ikechukwu Onumajulu. Please, 3 minutes. Be brief. Don't tell us when you were born, please. It's not important. Just tell us what you want to do.
Greetings, Nigerians. Greetings, Nigerians. My name is Mr. Ikechukwu Onumajulu. There's an impression I want to correct. There is an impression I want to correct first before I proceed to my manifesto. I am not a barrister yet, but I am a lawyer. I am a law graduate. Of course, when you study law and then you are a lawyer. So I am not a barrister yet. It's only when you go to school in Nigeria and then you go to law school, then you pass your board exam or bar exam, then you can be called to bar. Hence, you become a barrister. So I have not done that process yet. I have not completed that process yet. So it's wrong to call me a barrister. So my name is Mr. Ikechukwu Onumajulu. I am contesting for the position of Deputy Secretary General. So what I'm going to do for Nicasa if elected, number one, to bring Nigerian community and Nigerian citizens associations in South Africa under United One umbrella body. Number two, to have United Modified Forum for discussions on the challenges facing Nigerian citizens in South Africa. To protect fundamental rights of every Nigerian citizen in South Africa. To continue to champion the rebranding of Nigeria's image in South Africa. To groom upcoming leaders who will take over from us after our tenure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need 2 questions. Any 2 questions? In the absence of none, Camara, please have your seat. Thank you. The next contestant to deliver our manifesto is, or deliver his manifesto, is the Financial Secretary, Reverend Trust Robert Atolagbe. Please, 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The CG, Nigerian Consulate, the PG, Nicasa, and everyone that is here, all protocol observed. My name is Trust Robert Atolagbe. I'm vying for the office of the Financial Secretary. If voted in, we'll make sure due process is in place. We'll make sure it's followed. We'll make sure that there's transparency, accountability, honesty and integrity in all of the dealings of Nicasa. And our job here is very straight, very simple. We'll make sure the books, if there's no books, we'll create one. If there's no vote, we'll create one. And make sure all the projects go through the right channels. No one jumps the gun. So that will be what I'll bring on the table if voted in. Thank you.
Thank you. 2 questions, as usual. 2 questions. No, there's a question here. There's a question here. Please be direct to the
Please, sir, in a situation whereby you pay online for passport for renewal, you are captured and then you are back for the collection and it's not given to you. Instead, you are asked to bring 9,000. What do people like that? What will you do? How will you do?
As Financial Secretary, how do you double into passport?
In the first place, it's not the job of the Nicasa to deal with passport. End of story.
Any other questions, please? Thank you, Honorable Trust. Thank you, thank you. We are moving fast. The next contestant is the Deputy Organizing Secretary, Mrs. Agatha Ngozi. Please, 3 minutes. Tell us what you want to do for Nicasa in 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. Great Nigeria, great Nicasa, great Nicasa. Good afternoon, my city, and all the honorables. My name is Mrs. Eze Agatha. My name is Mrs. Eze Agatha Ngozi from Anambra State, precisely from Oko, married to a club. So I have been in South Africa since 2004, and since 2004, so with and God blessed me with 5 kids. So I'm contesting for DOS, Deputy Organizing Secretary. And why I joined the force, why I joined this Nicasa, whatever is, to change the narrative. Sorry about that. Great Nicasa!
Great!
Great Nicasa! I beg.
Greatest Nicasa. Any question for the contestant? Any question? Please, order. There are questions from this side. This side is for you. There are questions here.
Thank you, Agatha. Please, just stop somewhere. You said that you want to change the narrative. I want to know what narrative is that. Thank you.
Very good question. Any other question?
Okay, my name is Oscar, National Deputy President of Nicasa. I want to ask you, what are you bringing to the table to serve Nicasa?
Thank you for that question. 2 questions. Number 1, what narrative are you trying to change? Then number 2, what are you bringing to the table?
Great Nicasa.
Great.
Okay, number 1 question is about the narrative I'm going to bring to Nicasa. Okay, the narrative I'm saying about is, you know, the way they perceive Nigeria out there. They see Nigeria as a lot of stories. So now, being a member of Nicasa, I'm going to be one of the representatives that will go out there and tell them, this is Nigeria, it's not this, it's not that, it's not this. So that is what I mean by changing the narrative, the way they perceive Nigeria out there. So secondly, the second question is...
What are you bringing to the table?
Okay, what I'm bringing to the table, if I'm being elected, is to make sure there is unity among Nigeria. Unity to the Nigerian citizen in South Africa.
Thank you. Have your seat. A round of applause for the contestant. Now, we are going into the critical phase of this manifesto now. We would like to invite the candidate for Secretary General of Nicasa, Dr. Elizabeth Ojo-Fakobon. Please, 3 minutes, please. Straight to the point. Don't tell us where you are born. Straight to the point.
Great Nicasa.
Great.
And of the greatest Nicasa.
Great.
And of the greatest Nicasa. I remain Dr. Elizabeth Ojo-Fakobon. I'm vying for the post of Secretary General of Nicasa. My overall goal is to manage the Secretariat of Nicasa. Being the Secretary General is the engine room of the Nicasa, where all work needs to be done. First and foremost, I want to ensure there is a proper channel of communication flow in place. Point 1, ensure regular executive meetings as to the day-to-day running of the activities of Nicasa. Ensure minutes of every meetings are adequately recorded, prepared in a document, and timely circulated to all for adoption. Ensure a WhatsApp, Telegram group of all provincial officials for easy communication. Notice of program and activities are placed on the Nicasa website and on the Zoom, on every platform. Ensure a program of work action is prepared and made available for all to see, to ensure monitoring and evaluation. Ensure monthly reports to show the progress being made and what's to be done. Join other executives in sourcing sponsors for Nicasa programs. Ensure a cordial relationship with the Consulate and the High Commission. Ensure a research and development team in researching issues affecting Nigeria in South Africa and our preferred solutions. The outcome will be tabled to the Consulate, High Commission and Diaspora to become a policy. Rebranding the association in collaboration with other leaders and stakeholders, and revamping the association website to become very functional and integrally useful. On passports, strategic facilitation of expedited passport application and production, diplomatic mediation for the permit by the South African Department of Home Affairs through the Nigerian mission houses. Thank you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need, you just heard from the intended SG of Nicasa. It's a very, very sensitive office. 2 questions, please. 2 constructive questions, please.
Dr. Awesome is my name. Commendations on the items you've listed. My one question to you is, you spoke about sponsorship. Have you successfully executed any project that you've raised sponsorship for? Please, if you have, tell us about it.
Thank you, thank you. Only if you ask. Please, snappy.
Great Nigerian students. Great! Greatest Nigerian students. Great! Madam Secretary, Incoming Secretary. Firstly, let me thank you for the outstanding job you've done for the Nigerian students, and also for the Nigerian students at the University of Johannesburg. Hence, we have come here to show all our support to you. The question I want to ask you, the things you've done for NANSA, even before aspiring to become the secretary of Nicasa, the program we are having, you have actually sourced for funds for this association called NANSA. Are you going to implement such policies for Nicasa? That's it.
This is something else. President, you will not answer the question here again. This is not a question. Please stop it.
Thank you, Doctor. I believe my president, NANSA president, has answered the question. Now, like my research is into construction industry, so I've been able to know some construction industry that are doing well, that are owned by Nigerians in this country, that I have cordial relationship with, that I can sponsor.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have your seat. Have your seat. The next office that will entertain is the office of the organizing secretary. So permit me to welcome Honorable Anike Benjamin. 3 minutes.
I will try as much as I can to compress what I have here within the given time. My name is Anike Benjamin. I am from Ogwashuku, in a North South local government of Delta State. I am an HND holder in marketing, Federal Polytechnic Oko, and it's an honor to be here to read my manifesto to you, also to volunteer myself to serve Nicasa, Nigerian citizen in South Africa, for the well-being of every Nigerian is here. I am aspiring as the next organizing secretary, as I deem it a great honor to read it to you. So these are the few things I need to bring in table if I am elected to serve this honor. Number 1, harmonization of all the provincial heads in Nicasa. If given this honor to serve you as the organizing secretary, I will work with other executives on harmonizing all the provincial heads by creating a consistent flow of communication channel whereby we could identify problems and challenges facing Nigerians in various provinces and how to put them together in order to provide a lasting solution to such problems. This I will do by creating an independent app.
Sorry for that. Please, gentlemen, please. Those at the back, Johannesburg SG. Johannesburg SG. Pastor Zubike, please, decorum, please. Thank you.
As I was saying before the interruption, I will kind of further on how to harmonize the operations of all the provincial heads of Nicasa in South Africa. I will do this in order to ensure a free flow of communication, where we identify the problems facing Nigerian citizens in all the provinces and teaming together with other executives to provide a lasting solution to it. This I will do by creating an independent app, which will be tabbed the Harmony apps, where all the provincial heads will be freely registered alongside. All will be incoming executive, which will be freely for discussion of any event and any identified problem facing such province on how it can be solved. Then, secondly, I will ensure there's an aptly organization of any Nicasa event. If given the opportunity to serve you, I will ensure that all these events and activities organized aptly, timely, and a transparent and accountable model during and after such events. Then, if I'm bringing it, if you look at my campaign strategy, I put it new era. You and I can attest with me that Nicasa really needed to infuse some fresh minds and new ideas to move this creativity forward to a laudable, commendable, recommendable level, perpetually that is worthy of emulation. In that letter N for that noble, for the new era stands for noble. Serving as organizing secretary, I will ensure that with other co-executives of the Nicasa that we attain and maintain, retain and drive true nobility at all times, eliminating rancor and acrimony that could reduce this great organization to mere riddle, so that whenever Nicasa is mentioned anywhere to Nigeria, it will be done in dignity, with heads held on high esteem, which will also attract a great respect and honor to the body. Then the letter E is ethical. I will also ensure that as organizing secretary, all Nicasa activities will be holistically be handled in absolute norms and ethics governing this body for the interest of Nicasa. No, allow me to use my thumb. Then the last one is doubly worthy. I will moreover make sure that Nicasa's activities under my care is done in a worthy manner for the interest and well-being of Nicasa. Then the letter E stands for excellence. As the organizing secretary, I will work to attain, maintain and retain excellence in all ramifications to my service to Nicasa as the organizing secretary, ensuring that all Nicasa's events and activities is done in an excellent manner. The next one is R, which is resilience. I will also work alongside the other co-executives to stop any unwarranted situation that will damage the image of Nicasa, both in code of conduct, while discharging our duties. The next one is here, which is articulate. I will work to ensure that all Nicasa's events and activities are aptly and articulately organized, and in a proper account is given at the end of such event. An appropriate record is kept to maintain transparency for reference purposes in the future. Then if elected as your national organizing secretary, I pledge to Nicasa by unalloyed and unequivocal honesty, transparency, accountability, loyalty, dedication to devotion, to the service and moreover, my holistic commitment towards moving Nicasa forward to the next commendable, laudable, and worthy of emulation. Vote for Benjamin and Nike, the game changer. Long live Nicasa. Long live the Republic of Nigeria.
That is the aspiring national organizing secretary. 2 questions.
Great Nigerians. My name is Honorable Anthony Chukwudokafo, all the way from Football Province. My brother, please, you spoke very well. Commendations for your good manifesto. But for the interest of some Nigerians who, may not understand some of your vocabulary, how do you intend to disintegrate it and break it down when you assume office as, in your office, so that they will understand and may guide them along? Thank you.
Next question. Okay, just one question.
Thank you, my brother. I would like to know which of the vocabulary in question, so that I will know where to answer you from.
Thank you. Have your seat. You've answered the question.
Thank you.
Have your seat. The next person contesting for that same office is the incumbent National Organizing Secretary, Honorable Anthony Duke Ewolonu. Three minutes.
Great Nigerians.
Great.
Greatest Nigerians. Great. Beautiful and gentlemen, my name is Comrade Tony Ewolonu Duke. I am the incumbent Organizing Secretary, and also I'm vying to retain my position, because this is what I know best: service to my people, service to humanity. In fact, all the provincial leaders told me that I should not fight for that position other than to retain my position, which means Nigerians are vying the position through me. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I came to this country about 23 years ago, and since that 23 years ago till now, I've never slept behind bar. I've never slept behind bar. In 2003, to be precise, myself and the secretary of an SND then, I was the assistant secretary, a Nigerian was murdered in Lindela and killed as a Muslim Malawian. When the report came to us, we swung into action. We made sure that that Nigerian was exhumed at the cost of the American government, taken back to Nigeria and buried as a Christian. The evidence is there for you to go and verify. Here in South Africa, Hebrew is one of the hottest areas. We are among those that make sure that Nigerians can be in Hebrew and sleep with their two eyes closed. It was in my administration that we put satellite in Hebrew, that we hired security operatives that guide Hebrew and Nigerians morning to night. That is why we reduce the number of murder in Hebrew. And also, as running secretary, ladies and gentlemen, during the palliative, I have to be open to you that palliative carried out by Nicasa is my brainchild. I'm the one that proposed it to our President Ben. He asked me how do we do this. I said, no problem, I will give you names because I know people that will bring the money to carry it out. And that was done. The time for evacuation, I was among those that used to be in this consulate from morning to night to make sure that Nigerians who have no paper and want to go to Nigeria finally have been accredited, taken to Arotambo and boarded back to Nigeria safely without taking a dime. I'm not here to charge any of my praises, but rather to do what I do know. I don't write anything to say. I'm a graduate of philosophy from Pontifical Urban University, Rome, Office of the Holy See, Propaganda Fidei. What I'm trying to say is this: to justify that I stood in Rome, I'm speaking from a sound mind, in a sound body, what you call mensana and corpore sano. A Latin adage says, "Ece componum, ecum utundum, navitare tratres et unum." I know that you people are going to vote for me. I know that my opponent is going to vote for me. And the one I know best is what I'm going to continue to do. Thank you. He told me that he's going to vote for me. Even if that he's going to campaign, but he's going to vote for me. Already the victory is not mine, the victory is ours. Great Nigerians!
You've just heard from the incumbent Vice Secretary who is vying to retain the office. 2 questions, please. 2 questions, please. In the absence of no, 2 questions. Okay. 2 questions. Okay. Oh. Any questions? No questions. Thank you. Thank you. The next office is Office of the Treasurer. And the first person to speak is Mrs. Ifeyinwa Obieme.
Great Nigerians! Great Nigerians! Great Wasa! I'm loyal. I'm very shy. I'm not going to speak like Duke. My name is Ifeyinwa Obieme. I'm a medical practitioner, a radiographer to be specific. I work at Charlotte Makeke Academic Hospital and the Wits University. I'm standing for the post of the treasurer. I stand before you today as a candidate for the position of treasurer for Nicasa. Why? Why was I called upon? For 2 reasons: integrity and integrity. My pedigree speaks for itself. I've been a community worker from day 1. I've served the Nigerian community. I've been called upon for palliative. I've also been called upon when the homophobic attacks occurred to put our women in my home, and I sheltered them and made sure they went back to Nigeria. Transparency. I don't have to be an accountant. Like I said, my background is medical. I'm not vying for financial secretary. Tell them. I want to keep your money. I want to source for your money. Yes. My last pedigree was that of the chairperson for INEC, for the Nigerian Women Association. Yes. With very small accounts, we were able to execute a free and a fair election. Yes. Which I stand to be honored today. Transparency and accountability. That's the work of a treasurer. Financial planning. We don't have to wait for a consulate to give us finance. We can go out there and source our finance. A good market sells itself. That is why I'm begging the delegates. Choose wisely. If you choose the perfect candidate for every seat, you'll be putting square pegs in square holes. Yes. Not the other way around. I'm planning, I'm praying that you will listen to me this afternoon. Choose me for resource mobilization and grant application. What do I mean by that? We will apply for grants. Our children, our community, we need to have resources to be able to run Nicasa. Without resources, we cannot run Nicasa. So we'll go out there and approach individuals, communities, organizations to bring in resources into Nicasa. Financial education and empowerment. As a treasurer, I'm going to learn how to manage your finance because I'm not an accountant. But there's no project they've given to me that I've not been able to execute. Yes. And that is what I stand on. I'm ready to learn. I'm willing to learn. I appeal to you to give me the opportunity to learn. Am I going to learn on the job for how long? I'm a fast learner. Ask and you will know. I envision a financially empowered Nigerian community. Empower us. If you ask an official, how do I get funds into a community? It sells itself. If each and every one of us support the community, why would you not have funds? But when some of us are backbiting and anguishing against each other, there's no way we will grow. Can we be one as Nigerians? I don't see ethnicity. I don't know who is Yoruba. Yes. I don't know who is Hausa. I don't know who is Igbo. I see all of us as one. And if we are complaining of marginalization in Nigeria, let us do better. Let us be better. Finally, enhancing collaboration and governance. God bless you. Effective teamwork and collaboration. I'm a team player. In every organization I belong to, I work with a team. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Please come forward. Come. You're not done yet. 2 questions. Please, 2 questions.
Great Nigeria. Great Nigeria. The man before you is the man, is one of the foundation and commission of this consulate. This question will go to you at the same time the president will be. It's a special question. If you cannot answer it, I don't think you are qualified to lead Nigeria. There's a special money assigned from Nigeria to assist, as you have got this association. It's what makes me leave it. If that money comes, will you be able to tell us and how it is used? This question goes to you and whoever is contesting for presidency. God bless you.
The question is, when money comes from Nigeria to the Consulate, you in Nicasa, will you be able to tell him that the money has come? Second question,
I'd like to first and foremost say, please, when I need to ask a question, don't pass the notes. Ma, I'm just hearing you for the first time, but it gives me great warmth and pleasure. Thank you so much. But you spoke about grants. Do you have any experience about grant raising and support for any past project that we can use to make some informed decision that you'll be able to replicate it here? Thank you.
Thank you. to answer the two questions. 2 minutes.
The first question. The first question. Transparency means that if money comes from the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you should be aware. Thank you. How would you be aware is what you ask me. Is it when the money hits Amsterdam? Is it when there's a project to be executed? Of course, a treasurer is not very vocal. We are very quiet people. Great thinkers. So I'm not going to announce to you that money has come. But when you see a project before you and it's successfully executed, then you know it belongs. The second question you asked me, do I have a personal experience? Yes. I'm the mother of 4 children. 2 of my kids have grants. I could never have afforded university education. At Northwest University, at University of Durban, KZN University, I have a lawyer and I have a psychologist from grants. I could never have done it alone. And why do I have the grants? Our children in Nigerian Women Association are taught to persevere. When you persevere, even in the case of adversity, you settle down and study. Once your grades are good, we'll be able to apply for grant for you. It's called NSFAS. And with the new Nicasa, if we can push for papers, if you don't have an idea, you're not going to get the grant. But we've got individuals, South Africans, who are well off to give scholarships, but we don't know how to access them because we're not together. So let's drop the ethnicity fight. If we can drop the fight, if we can drop the fight, then we can be united.
We are almost there. The next office is the office of the Vice President 2. And we have an incumbent executive. Oh, my apologies, please. We have the second person contesting for the office of the Treasurer, Mrs. Vivian Chinasa, please.
Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Greatest Nicasa. I am Mrs. Vivian Okara. I am an accountant. I am from Imo State. I am honored to present myself as one of the candidates for the Treasury position today. I've been in the finance field for the past 12 years. I've worked in top companies in South Africa. I've worked in Rio Tinto. I've worked in Secondary. I've worked in Citra. And currently, I am serving as a supervisor, internal audit, source compliance, and protocol. My experience in this field has equipped me with a profound understanding of financial management, budgeting, resource allocation, and many more. My commitment to community leadership has been a driving force in my journey. I previously was the face of Nigerian Women, the PRO, and currently I am entrusted with positions like the Financial Secretary, Igbo Union, the Publicity Secretary, Omadibo, South Africa. These responsibilities have allowed me to foster strong organizational skills, financial prudence, and effective communication. My dedication to community betterment, coupled with my expertise in finance, fuels my determination to contribute positively if elected as the treasurer. And also, I'm a tutor in accounting tutoring from grade 10 to grade 12, which I intend to take further if given the opportunity and platform to do it. I am not only motivated, dependable, and result-driven, but I also process on very commitment to effective financial management. If elected as treasurer, I plead to utilize my skills to ensure prudent allocation of resources, transparent financial reporting, ultimately, and the advancement of community financial stability and growth. If elected as the financial secretary, I promise if elected as the treasurer, my promise is this to Nigerians, that anything that has to do with finance of Nicasa will be housed, and every Nicasa will be
Thank you. Questions? Two questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Just a question. So when you were PR of Nigerian Women Association, did you at any point in time leave the organization because of the fact that you didn't want to be a member because there's a precedent from a certain ethnic group? Secondly, did you do proper handover? And should you not have done proper handover, how can we trust you with our finances?
Thank you, Elizabeth, for the question. Okay, thank you, President Nicasa, Mwasa, for the question. Every member of Mwasa here knows Vivian. Like I said, I used to be the face of Mwasa. I did not leave. Your first question, I don't know where it's coming from, because I served with the former president, Agbola, right? Can you allow me to talk, please?
Hello, please, let's connect ourselves. Please. She is answering to a question. Please, she has the floor. Give her the floor, please. We don't want to surround ourselves here. Please, let us not interrupt her. She's responding to a question, please. Please.
I served with as a vice president. And even before then, even before being a PRO, I gave my full service to Mwasa. I took a lot of Mwasa women for programs outside South Africa and within South Africa. So that I did for Mwasa. So your question about leaving Mwasa because somebody from another ethnic group is about to lead, I don't know where it's coming from. Now, to your second question, did I give a proper account? Did I give a proper handover? It got to a time where the animosity in Mwasa was growing by minutes. And I was removed, point of correction. I did not leave. I was removed. So how can I give an account when I was removed from the platform? Thank you.
Thank you. We are making progress. The next contestant for the office of the National Vice President, Mrs. Three minutes.
Great Nigerian women, great Nicasa, great Nigerians. My name is Nkoli Okadike, known as Odibeze. I will tell you my age because I'm so proud of it. I just turned 55 years old. I am of Igbo parents, but I was born in Lagos. I am the incumbent National Protocol Officer for Nicasa. So, what I am going to bring is just to continue what I am doing already. I can remember, because few people have mentioned palliative here. I thank God for one thing, because in life, one thing can make you fall. A little thing can shoot you up to prosperity. I thank God that myself and my family were blessed during the lockdown. During the lockdown, when no one knows what will happen next, when we thought the world was coming to an end, my family was blessed, and so did I extend it to Nicasa. I am proud to say that my family single-handedly donated a lot of food and spices to Nicasa. I believe that has been mentioned a lot of times. I am also been in community service for a very long time. I came to South Africa 21 years ago. I am married with just the past vice president of WASA, and I was the acting president when we handed over to the new executive. So I've been in community leadership over a long period of time. I am also the women leader for the Igbo Union. And what am I going to contribute further? I am a businesswoman in practice. When I came to this country in the early 2000s, I saw a lot of things on the street, but that did not scare me. I actually told my husband that we are going to survive in this country. I don't have to be looking for a job where there is none. Even though I managed to get my PR less than 2 years when I came. So I started business. I have a lot of skills. I will just mention a few. I am skilled in fashion and designing. I can sew for both men and women. I am also skilled in cake making and decorations. So these are the things that I plan to introduce to women that I have met. I have met a lot of women who are actually educated from home, but because of some certain challenges regarding documentation, they cannot even apply for any job, but I often advise them. What is very quick for you to do in this country and earn a decent living is when you are skilled. So my plan is to inculcate more women into what I do. I am also ready to tell women especially, how did I get here? How did I even manage to become a South African in the first place? These are the things that I have in place, and I am ready to offer myself to serve the entire Nigerians in South Africa.
Thank you. 2 questions. I have hands up already.
Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. My name is Okodi Nami. I'm the Financial Secretary of Nicasa and Pumalanga. I want to know, we in other provinces, like Pumalanga in particular, we don't feel very okay when things like these public activities or things related to that happens, and then when we call on Nicasa and the Consulate, we only see the PG and the Consulate General. All of you are nowhere to be found. You know, I am surprised you are aware the incumbent publicity protocol. I've never seen you before in a province when there is any problem. I had a restaurant that was burnt down to ashes in Pumalanga, and then, you know, during that time, you know, I only see the PG and the CG. You know, how are you promising other provinces that with all these your skills and all these your works and all this, you will still provide time to come and visit us when there is, you know, disasters like that? Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Mrs. Margaret Abukenebeze. I'm the Vice President of Nigeria. I have this question for Honorable Dibese. My sister, you know I love you so much. You were the former Vice President of Nigeria. We served together in the executive. And this question I want to ask you for the post you are going for in Nicasa. And I'm very happy to see women coming to the role of leadership. I'm a preacher, I'm a pastor's wife. We've been working in the prison ministry with my husband for the past 19 years in South Africa. So why I'm asking this question, Mr. Dibese, I have two questions, but I will just put it together. As an executive, you're going to another post of an executive post in Nicasa. And one thing I want to ask is, you know, it's all about teamwork. A vice president plays the role of working together, hand in hand with the president. And it's about togetherness. Because if there is no togetherness, the association can never move forward. So why I'm asking this question is, as you're going for this role, are you going to tell us, because you are representing the Nigerian women all over South Africa in that post, are you going to play the role of speaking with the truth, moving sentiment? You know, we are all coming to South Africa and we have to change the narrative of Nigeria. All these tribal things have to come out. We have to think of one Nigeria. This is what brought problem in Nigerian women, and we don't want to see it in the Nicasa. Are you going to play that right role? Number one, saying the right thing, forgetting tribal things, and working as one. And secondly, as a woman, the Bible says, older women, you say you are 55 years, teach the younger women how to do what? How to live. Are you going to show a role model of giving Nigerian women in South Africa good advice, how to compose themselves, dressing while you're a fashion designer, how to dress, how to carry ourselves? Because we want an image. Are you going to guarantee us and give us that image?
Thank you, thank you. It's all question. Yes, this is presidential cadre. Yes.
Where's Nigerian students? Where's Nigerian students? God will not forgive me if I don't stand close to this woman for all she has done for the students. During COVID-19, 2020, this lady voluntarily took groceries from her shop and helped Nigerian students. This is not just campaign, but this is a task. So I don't want to, I want you guys to be sure, because they are testifying and understanding talk for her. That Madam Odubeze has contributed immensely to the Nigerian community and Nigerian students. Please, let's show all our support to her. Thank you.
Okay, great Nigerians. You know, in those days, or maybe some people are still saying that women are not supposed to be heard. Neither are we supposed to be seen. Remember that I told you I am from Unewi, Otolo Newi, and I was born in Lagos. Now a woman is in the presidency. Correct. I am going to be visible. You will see me, you will feel me, and you will see a woman that will do the right thing. And then the next question is from my immediate successor. I am an image. My name is Odibese. I am legit. The business that I do, everybody knows it. That's why I flaunt my age everywhere I go, so that people will aspire to be like me. I am a role model. I am married. I am a good image, and I will continue to do that. I am honest. I am bold. I am beautiful. And I am going to impact that into Nigerian women. Thank you so much. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you. Great Nigerian women. Mommy from gay.
Okay. We did answer that question. Now we are coming gradually to the end. We are now in the Vice President 1. National Vice President 1, we have 2 contestants. The first to go is Mr. Amakan Elisha Agoni, aspiring for the office of the National Vice President 1. Thank you. You have 5 minutes, please.
All right, thank you very much. Greatest Nicasa. The greatest Nigerian students. The greatest Nigerians that are here today. Okay, I want to introduce myself. My name is Amakan Elisha Agoni. A lot of people have been asking me, where exactly in Nigeria are you from? I'm from Kaduna State, a place called Kafanchan. I don't know if you've heard of that, but from the southern part of Kaduna. And my mother, she's from Enugu State, from Ezagu local government. Adia Enugu is here. Yes. All right. So, I'm currently the incumbent provincial secretary of Nicasa, Western Cape. We drove all the way from Western Cape to Johannesburg just for this election because we saw the importance of representing Nigeria everywhere we go. So right now, I'm not going to tell you, make promises like, Nigerian politicians, they come make promises, I want to do this, No, I will tell you what I have done. And if you find that very, very good and convenient, then you vote for me so that I will replicate it nationally. Simple. Now, let me start with the first one. In 2020, I was elected as the provincial secretary, and I spearheaded a project. The project was to see that every Nigerian have a means of identification in Western Cape. So what we did was to create a Nicasa Western Cape identity card. So what we did was that we contacted the consulate. We needed his signature on those identity cards. He said, no, I'm going to give you rather the consular seal. The seal, I am wearing the ID card here. This is a legal means of identification everywhere in South Africa. It is accepted in banks, it is accepted everywhere, and we want to replicate that nationally. If you go anywhere, nobody will harass you once you are wearing this. It has the consular seal on it. That is one. In 2021, I initiated a project where I reached out to almost every Nigerian parent in Western Cape. I said, what do I do? I'm a lecturer. I lecture in university. I lecture in University of Cape Town. I lecture in Edinburgh. So why not meet this Nigerian parent? I noticed that a lot of Nigerian kids are struggling in mathematics. I teach mathematics at the university level. So I created a platform where I invite Nigerian kids to UCT for free mathematics classes, free of charge. Now, when we started, I had less than 60 to 50 students, but as I'm talking to you, I have over 600 students who have shown interest to attend. That is 2. Number 3, I don't know if you're familiar with the Sizotula movement. I started an anti-Sizotula movement in Western Cape, whereby we should stop, we should rise up and stand against any kind of victimization of any Nigerian. What we did was that we visited the Commissioner of Police in Western Cape, we visited the Mayor, I will table these concerns. We say Nigerians are being victimized. Nigerians, you know, you go everywhere. Once you just mention you are from Nigeria, they see you as a criminal. So we are trying to change that narrative. That's why we visited these people. And this is something we want to replicate nationally. And if you vote for me, I will definitely see that every province in Western Cape have such kind of movement so that no Nigerian will be victimized. So you see my project, I have so much so many in the list. If you, if you are privileged to be in the Nicasa platform, you will read some of my achievements over the past 2 years as a provincial secretary. I have so much that I've achieved and I want to replicate them nationally. If only you vote me, and I solicit for your vote. Thanks very much. I remain Amakan Elisha Abroni.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You've heard from the candidate for the National Vice President 1. 3 questions, please. Please, national.
Great Nicasa, my question to you is this. I've heard all your achievements, but when listening to you, all I hear is a one-man squad. So I begin to ask myself, are you a team player? So if you come on the table, because that project seems like your project, and you single-handedly as a chief president, what happens to the other executives who are in your province? How are you going to actualize and be a team player if coming on board? And hope you will not pose a threat, because if you are used to working alone and you have people with you, you cause a division and a rift among the executive. How are you going to handle that?
Thank you. Next question.
Second question,
Please, let's be brief. Straight to the question.
Great Nigerians, greatest Nigerians. Let's go straight to the question. My name is Honorable Apostle Dr. Hesi Zuma. I'm the Western Cape Chairman. Mr. Elisha, you're a man of proven record, but I'll go straight to the question. My question is that if you become the Vice President of Nicasa, I believe Nicasa is Nigerian Citizen Association of South Africa, which means all Nigerians, all provinces. What are you going to do in your capacity to make sure that the preponderance of Johannesburg or Gauteng ends, so that we can have a balanced representation among the provinces? That Johannesburg cannot be toppling other provinces, even when they have problems and weaknesses and lack of performance, which are obvious. What are you going to do to make sure that next time we may come for this election, we may go to maybe Western Cape or Mpumalanga or other places as a Nigerian association, not a Gauteng association? Thank you.
Thank you.
Great Nigerians, I'm still my humble self, Honorable Anthony Udokafo. Commendation for your gorgeous manifesto. When you were speaking, I heard you mention of numerous achievements you made in education, in police brutality, and otherwise. And those things are singly done by you. Now, you are coming to a national body. How do you intend to integrate social cohesion among other members of the executive? And some of those things you said you did it individually. Now, what is your roadmap? What sketch do you have? If you are elected the vice president, how do you intend to work better? Thank you.
Thank you. No, just 3 questions. Please, in 2 minutes, articulate all 3 of them. Please, brief.
All right, thank you very much. The 2 questions about handling projects single-handedly, I'm just going to match those 2 questions and respond to them. So, there's just among all the projects, in fact, I have a list of those projects. The only project I single-handedly initiated and run through with it was the school, it's called a free mathematics class for all. And we started with the Nigerian community. That is my personal baby. That is my project, and it's for the Nigerian community. I'm proud to say that it is a single-handedly started. I started it alone. That is the only project I started alone, and I run through with it alone. And I don't mind doing it for all Nigerian kids in South Africa. As long as I can access them, we can do Zoom classes, we can do free mathematics classes online. Just send your children to me, and I'll link them up. And sorry, how many minutes? All right, the second, to also complete the other part of the questions, every other project I mentioned was done as a team. It's a teamwork. Though I initiated, like the idea of the ID card, I initiated it, but the entire executive team of Nicasa Western Cape saw into it and buy into the idea, and we worked together and actualized those projects. So there are a lot of projects that are my initiatives. It doesn't mean I was the one who did it alone. They are my initiatives, and we did it as a team. And the last question about having everyone to, ensure that every Nigerian is carried along, from irrespective of your province. If you look at me very well, you understand that I grew up in Lagos, in a Yoruba-dominated state. I was born, my dad, my father, is from Kaduna State. I'm not Hausa. I have my tribe is Numana, from the southern part of Kaduna. My mother is Igbo, from Ezagu local government. And after, so I understand when it comes, that's why when I came to South Africa in 2016, since 2016, I do not see tribe in people. I do not see Hausa, I don't see Yoruba, I don't see Igbo. Immediately I see you as a Nigerian, I see you as my brother, I see you as my sister. That is me. That is the kind of person I am. And that's why when I'm coming, I decided to, we decided from Western Cape to solicit or to vie for the position of National Vice President. We have one agenda. We also, it's not just one. One of our agendas, because we have lists of agendas, is that Nicasa is a national association, which means every Nigerian in South Africa. National doesn't mean Johannesburg. National doesn't mean Gauteng. National means every Nigerian in South Africa. The best way to make sure every Nigerian is carried out is to, apart from zoning, is to ensure that at least there's one national executive from each and every province within South Africa, and also review the constitution and ensure certain positions are zoned to certain people. It would stop the Secretary General or the President himself, the PD of Nicasa, to be a student from NASA. So you see, when these are done, every Nigerian will be carried along. Thank you very much. I remain Amakan Elisha Aguni.
Thank you. You showed yourself the ability. The next candidate by the last state office is Honorable Kolawole Olumide.
Greatest Nigeria! Yes. Greatest women! Yes. Our women are great. I expect them to respond. Are you not great? You are great. In fact, one of the greatest. Greatest Women Association. Good afternoon, everyone. And to all the province chairmen there and the executives, I extend my warm greetings to you. Thank you very much for giving me this platform to talk to you. I won't say much, but firstly, I will introduce myself. My name is Kolawole Olumide from Ondo State, Okakoko precisely, but I grew up in Lagos. There's a saying that I get on before, no be property. If I'm to be telling you what I've done in the past in terms of community service, you'll be marveled. And even the time, because it's very limited. But I will give to you what I have in plan, what I have in stock to give to my people. If I've been given the opportunity and you vote me in as the Vice President one,
Number one, there are two things which has been my concern since. One is income for our fellow Nigerian brothers and sisters. Many people end up on the street doing illegal things just because there's no resources to do something. Not that the idea is not there. The idea is there. But where is the resources to do it? And that's where I come in. And that's the reason why I want to support and give my best to my people. Because I'm a licensed credit provider and a financial service provider. And this can be extended to our people. You see, there are so many of our women also who are selling one thing or the other, which they need credit facilities to extend their shops or to extend their businesses in order to support their families. But majority of them, when they go to the bank, nothing. But here we are, as family, we can do something better to equip ourselves and also to grease ourselves up. And secondly, again, the aspect of health. I experienced something very bad during COVID-19. And that was when I made up my mind that if God can give me another chance, I'm going to prove it that this second chance, I will use it judiciously to serve my people. Many people died in the hospital. Many. Of which majority don't even know that they have underlying ailment which they are dealing with. But because of, they don't even know because they hardly do checkup. These are the aspects which I want to bring to the table to support our people. Because I know if the income is settled, what next is health. And these two things are the most crucial things to every human being in life. And as we are here in South Africa, the first family you have is me. It's you. And I am soliciting for your vote for me to be able to do this thing, to give you the best which I have. I need your vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Manifesto. 3 questions, please. If there are questions, 3. 1, 2. So just 2 hands. Please, start with the question.
Great Nigerians, I still my humble self, Honorable Anthony Okafo. Commendation for your Jojo's manifesto. I know very well that Honorable Ramide here is an astute financial provider and also a community philanthropist. He has done so many things in the province of Limpopo where he came from. And my question to you now is, in as much as so many people here, the Consulate bear you witness, the time there was a homophobic attack in Limpopo, you left your office and you began to go the way of the people to make sure that your people are safe in the province of Limpopo. There are so many other things you have done in Limpopo which will not be enough to mention here. So my question to you is, what you have done in Limpopo, will you replicate the same thing on the national level when you are elected the Vice President? Thank you.
Thank you. Please, let's start with the question.
Of the greatest Nigerians. Okay, so my question is coming from the student constituency. So, and we have wanted to ask the Nigerian Doctors Forum this particular question, but you mentioned something about people being in the hospital and stuff like that. So, we do medical aids and all of those things, but a lot of Nigerian students will testify that when you go to hospitals and all of those things with your medical aid, you probably might not even be able to get all of these things. How do you want to link what you want to do and how it's going to benefit the Nigerian students? We need to know. Thank you.
Thank you. You have 2 minutes to harmonize with those 2 questions.
Thank you very much, my Honorable. From the first question, the reason why I'm coming out for this post at national level is to extend this opportunity to the other people from other provinces. Remember, at national level, it's not only province now. We have 9 provinces in South Africa. And this I'm willing to do. I don't want to know. Either you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Niger Delta, wherever you come from. In as much you are a Nigerian, it means you are entitled to it. And then secondly again, from the student perspective, yes, there are a lot of issues when it comes to medical aid. I believe that there are doctors' forum. What I want to do, with the help of the incoming PG, we are going to sit down with the doctors' forum and also the association of the nurses and see what we can do, strategize. How can we help these people? They are students. So when it comes to finance, it's not there. So how can we help them? It's either we give them a subsidy so that this way can get free treatment. And I believe this can work out. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are about to commence that of the president. Please, that is the powerhouse of the executive. And we have 3 contestants vying for that office. The office of the national president, Nicasa. This is very, very sensitive. So please, I want us to pay attention and listen attentively. The questions, 3 questions will come afterwards. Please let them be constructive as much as possible so that we will be done with that. The first candidate who is vying for the office of the national president of Nicasa, who will be asked to come and speak to us, is Reverend Francis Onyekwe. 5 minutes.
Great Nigerians, great Nicasa, greatest Nicasa, I greet you all. It is with all humility and honor that I stand before you this afternoon to appreciate you for the opportunity given to me to address you on this great day. First of all, my name is Francis Godswill Onyekwe. I'm a native of Obulonato in Eziama, Omonoji local government, Abia State. Originally born in Ogidi, Idemili North, Anambra State. Please, for the purpose of record and accountability, can a copy of this manifesto be handed to our city? It's been done. Okay. I decided to put down my manifesto in writing because it is not a political promise. It is what I want to remind myself every day. I owe it to Nigerians to do this. A copy has been delivered to the Nigerian Pastors Association and to other Johannesburg, which is my family. May I please read through. My name is Reverend Frank Onyekwe, and I'm running for the position of President General of Nigerian Citizen Association South Africa, Nicasa. I'm a priest who understands that leadership does not end in the pulpit. I'm a real estate executive who understands that the basic concept of leadership starts with the economics of food, shelter, and clothing. And that is why I'm coming in, not as an individual, but as a team player. My manifesto objectives: to unite all Nigerians in South Africa to fully represent one Nigeria. There is no Igbo, there is no Hausa, there is no Yoruba. We are here as Nigerians. and we will represent Nigerians. To build and further the best interests of United Nigerians, this will be achieved through dialogue and peaceful resolution on all issues posing a threat to this agenda. To work with our High Commission and Consul General in protecting the lives and enhancing the well-being of our people. To develop strategic approach in addressing the mistreatment of our people in the hands of some South African authorities. To encourage all Nigerians to be more proactive in engaging in legitimate businesses and careers in order to give our community, our country, a better representation. We really need to create a Nigerian community that all South Africans, and of course, all Nigerians will be proud of. To global advancement of our major agricultural products, such as yam, cassava, and other products, which will bring alleviation of poverty back home. To ensure that Nigerians are able to get properly documented by Home Affairs, to enable them to access medical health and other services South Africa provide, which are given only to documented people. For example, during COVID period, our people, Nigerian community, were treated unfairly. Even now, they do not get the best of hospital assistance when needed, either because of papers or their speaking accent. I will harness the vast resources within the Nigerian community to create a project where Nigerians will be empowered, like skill acquisition, and offtake fund will be provided to graduating students in order for them to pursue their career or dreams. I wish to partner with Nigerian Doctors Forum and Nigerian Nurses Association to take the free medical outreach to Nigerians in every province, to conduct these free medical checkups and health awareness at least twice every year in each province. Police brutality is a concern. We work to bring down this intimidation faced, the harassment of our people by Home Affairs due to documentations. To build a better Nigerian community in South Africa where peace and prosperity and security is enjoyed among all Nigerians. Also to improve our relationship with the South African authorities. If I am elected in this honorable position, my visions I bring on the table will be to build united Nigerians where peace, harmony, fairness, and mutual cohesion will thrive. To establish a health program for all Nigerians. To establish a corporate microfinance to assist Nigerians in pursuing greater goals and enable our industrial citizens to achieve greater heights legitimately. To promote the idea of having a Nigerian mall or shopping center. There is a mall here called Nigerian Mall, but it's not owned by Nigerians. We are a voice in this country, and we can push for one. To establish a satellite campus via our universities in Nigeria to enable Nigerians in South Africa to further their education in different fields of study and write exams here instead of having to travel back home. To establish a strong channel to combat all police brutality and harassment and intimidation against our people, and use the media to give Nigeria a facelift. To use my real estate experience to ensure that we have a Nicasa house where it will be a national secretariat for all correspondence and administrative duties. This building can also generate income for Nicasa. To partner with Nigerian Students Association in developing a program that can incorporate our youth and children in changing our narratives strategically, knowing that our youths and our students have many changing ideas. Finally, my pledge to my people, a pledge to be a great leader, a pledge to listen to our people and have open communication channels, a pledge to create a better living condition for Nigerian community in South Africa, a pledge to sustain working partnership with Nigerian community in South Africa, South African authorities, and our high commissions and consul general, a pledge to remain accountable. Vote Reverend Frank Onyebula, and you will try to do it.
Three questions, please. Three questions, please.
Great Nigerians, greatest Nicasa. And this Bishop Mike Victoria from Inter, Western Cape.
Very much impressed about your manifesto. All right. I speak in this capacity. I used to be the chairman of Nigerians in Western Cape during of Nusa. It was Nusa then, during Adama and Obe, Mr. Obe. Now, I know the sacrifice it took me as the chairman to run the Nigerian Union and also with the ministry and family. It was highly sacrificial. At times during services, I was out. Something happened to Nigerians, I had to run out, drive and all that, you know. So we know all those things that happen. So I want to just ask, how will you be able to manage the entire South African audience with the ministry, with the family? It's a sacrifice. We're able to sacrifice that for the Nigerian community. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. We have only one question, so please be fast about it.
Thank you, Apostle, for that question. Much appreciated. Like I said during my interview, I've been running ministry for the past 25 years. I have a wealth of leadership experience. Being able to give attention to every need and every issue that arises is one of the first things I consider. I have a ministry that I am the senior pastor here. But outside that, I have about 4 pastors that are competent enough to hold the church, even if I'm absent for 6 months. So, for me to be out, I just came back from Congo. I was in Congo for 2 weeks doing ministry. Church was running. They don't need me. My wife is also a minister. So, any day, anytime, morning, noon, afternoon, Northern Cape, Eastern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Northwest, call me, you will see me. If I can't drive, I will fly there. Thank you.
Okay, my chair has just said we are done. Thank you. So when I ask for questions, only one question came. Thank you. Let us sit. The next person for the office of the aspiring for the office of the DG is the incumbent SG, my Honorable Kazim Akombi.
Great Nigerians. Great Nicasa. Greatest Nicasa. My names are Kazim Daniel. The outgoing Secretary General of this organization. And I must say, I feel at home when I see the faces from provinces and our student union, Nigerian leader, our clergymen, traditional leaders. I thank you all. I feel very, very much at home. I'm not going to sell you ox. I'm not going to paint words on papers and hand them over to you. 90% of you seated here can attest to my involvement in the community. Nicasa has been part of my brainchild from when it was incepted in 2018. As you may know, Kazim is a household name in Nicasa, and you know what I stand for. I have shared my manifesto in all platforms because I know it's very long. I have a motivation page, I have the manifesto, and I have projects that I'm proposing. So it's very long, that is why my strategy team advised that I share those things on our social media platforms before today. So I'm going to speak from my heart because this is Nicasa we're talking about, our community, the Nigerian citizens in South Africa. I'll pick some points from my manifesto. I spoke about immigration, which I think all of us here can relate to as a community. What we struggle, some of us who are privileged to have our IDs, we know what it took us to get an ID. I would like our brothers who are not here legally to be here legally. I have opened discussions with the spokesperson of Home Affairs regarding our people. None of you here who would not know that Zimbabwe has a program called Zimbabwe Special Parent. What is the bilateral relationship with Zimbabwe and South Africa? It is not as deep and detailed or intertwined like the one we have. Nigeria have very, very intimate bilateral agreement with South Africa. So why then can't we have a unit in the Home Affairs to attend to our applications? I, Kazim Babatunde, I give you my word. I'm going to make that happen. This is not blasphemy. You can hold me to it. Secondly, I'll move forward. We all can attest to the kind of image that we have as Nigerians in South Africa. But I bet you, 90% of us who are seated here are victims of the same brush that paints us all. We have credible Nigerians. I'm one of those. I single-handedly employ 188 security officers in this country. 300 hours security. I'm a taxpayer. I own houses. I manage people. So I'm not here to come and tell you what I cannot do. My role as the Secretary General of Nicasa, outgoing anyway, has placed me in a better place to understand our community in the last 5 years. I have worked closely with my provincial leaders, my people in the community. If I ask each group that is seated here, one person will say something about me. Do you want us to try it? But I won't try it because of time.
1 minute more.
I'm not here to sell you ox. My role as the Secretary General has influenced and given me a platform for me to run as the President of Nicasa. We have a lot to achieve. My capacity will not be in doubt. I will give you my word. Please, Mr. Moderator, 1 minute is not enough. It's the President you are talking about. Please, 1 minute, permit me. I haven't even getting into it. So now, with, in my manifesto we have bad image. I'm going to set up a media committee that will work closely with our PRO. This is why I designed this media committee. Now, in my experience as the Secretary of Nicasa, I realized that when an office holder is not available, we all have our livelihoods that we run after. So are you saying that if that man is working to provide for his family, and you want him to come for a meeting, he should leave his livelihood and come for a meeting? No. That is his bread and butter. But then if we have a committee of men who are on the same committee, one person is out, we have other alternative members that will still get the job done. It's not a competition of who did it or who is supposed to do it. The bottom line is that we got the job done. Honorable Secretary. So, my people, I'm not here. You should say that there's no time. I wanted to take them one by one to elaborate. But I know that all of you seated here, none of you have doubt in my capacity to lead us. None of you. You will see me in your provinces. You will see me on TV. We currently don't have any media present. I, Kazim Babatunde, I give you my word. I will be on TV. I have registered in Nigeria's Community Police Forum. You can check on it. Take out your phones and check the CIBC. I did that in ahead, planning for this event, so that we, the security operatives that are in the Nigerian community, will anchor that and represent our people anywhere there's need for Nigerians to go to court, or police brutality, or wrongful evictions. I wish I have time. I've been in Nicasa for 5 years. I know where all the dead bodies are buried. I wish I had more time. But let me give my closing remark. Thank you so much. I'm soliciting for your vote, not to come here and make money from Nicasa, but to put money into Nicasa. We as my leader, please. Thank you so much. You see, I'm very passionate about this thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my SG. Thank you. 3 questions. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
I'm Jeff Stephen Elijah from Durban. Just want to ask 1 or 2 questions. Can you give us a time frame where we should see something happening in regards to the Home Affairs challenge? Would there be a time frame? And secondly, should something happen in Durban, let's say a Nigerian is arrested wrongfully, would you make time to come? Should we hold you to that?
Thank you.
Thank you. My question is, as Nigerian students, so when I say this, I speak on behalf of all Nigerian students. So because my name is Shegun Ajayi, the General Secretary for Nigerian students here in South Africa. Please, we exist as a constituent from Nicasa, but we are living in isolation. And this is what I say. This is not to appreciate what Nicasa has done at different times, but we do not have this particular channel of assistance in Nicasa. What are you going to do to bring us on board such a way that when we have programs that are beneficial to us, when we have issues, we will know that we will just need a phone dial. Like on Monday, this coming Monday, we are having a program here, and we have been running up and down for support for different. It is very tiring. What are you going to do to be pragmatic about bringing us on board? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Jeffrey Anagu. I'm the PRO, Nicasa KwaZulu-Natal. I'm also the director of HTV. My question will go to both Kazim and Lawa when they come here. From November last year to today, more than 25 people have been killed in Durban through courtesan. I want to ask you, and that problem is still there, it has not been solved. More people are going to die. I want to ask the FG, what effort have you put in place to ensure that that problem is solved? And if you become the president, what are you going to do to stop it? Because we notice that from our own perspective in KwaZulu-Natal, we are not happy with the Nicasa National, the role they play in what is happening in KwaZulu-Natal. They abandoned us. We made several efforts on our own to solve that problem. Up to now, it has not been solved. So I'm telling you that we are not happy, but I'm asking you, what are you going to do to stop it? Because more people are still being killed. Thank you.
Thank you. Please,
thank you, Honorable Kene. I must sympathize with you, firstly. Please, permit me to start answering the question from his own, because I'm very passionate about this issue of Nigerians killing Nigerians. Before I tell you what I'll do, I'll tell you why we could not do so much. I'm not the president, I'm the secretary, so there's little to what I can influence at that level. Hence, I'm coming for the president position so I can cause positive physical change that we will see. Now, I feel that we have not handled that matter the right way. And I spoke about it in our debate, and I'm still going to mirror it for those who were not in that debate. I said that we can put a stop to Nigerians killing Nigerians. We have traditional leaders and stakeholders in our community that are untouchable. We seated here, we know some of those people in our community that you know nothing can happen to them, myself included. I'm one of those untouchable. You come for me, I come for you. So now let's put those people into a committee and call them a conflict resolution committee, whereby before the cracks expand for people to fall in, they nip it and solve the issue. Every group has a leader. Keep your house in order. If there's a peace treaty signed, no one of those groups should break that peace agreement. You keep, okay, because of time. So those people will be responsible to attend to issues that concerns Nigerians. So it will avoid, when we stop the problem, we can't get to killing. You owe me, I don't owe you. Come, we meet up. Oh boy, you want, here small swing. No fight. Now I don't owe you, now they take it. No be so. So those committee of untouchable men will preside over our community. We will appeal to the ambassador and the High Court and the Consul General to give their blessings to it. And we as community leaders will support it. You know that there's a huge repercussion if you break that peace treaty. Thank you. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Thank you. I'll come to you. I know a lot of people want to ask questions because I'm the past Secretary General and I'm also very involved in the community.
2 questions, please. You have just 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you so much, my student Vice President, Secretary. I have spoken about my partnership with the Nigerian Student Association. Your president is here to attest to that. And I have said there are some departments that we are lacking as Nigerians. Let me move towards this way. And that department is how our students get permits renewed. Some of our kids don't go to school because their permits have expired. Same fate to our students. And I said, during my time as the president, I will make sure the Nigerian Student Association pioneers that campaign to get any complaints for student visas, student parents to be renewed. Let's not forget, renewal should be easier than a fresh application. Isn't it? So then, if we create this team where Nigerians can send all of these applications to, then we can take it to home. Nicasa just did an intervention program in about a month or so. I don't know if any of you have. There was a WhatsApp group created. We encourage some of that more, so that our children, especially who are in school, will not be kicked out because their visa has expired. So I will make sure that I work with you guys seriously. Your president can attest to it. My relationship with him is very tight. I hope that question has been answered by now.
Yes.
I give you my word, we are going to integrate you actively. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people want to speak.
Please be fast.
Yes. My honor, thank you so much. If you say I should give you a time frame, I will. I can promise you that you will see significant results within my first 100 days in office. And this is why I say so. Yes, this is why I say so. There's already an ongoing discussions with the spokesperson of Home Affairs. So it will be better when I now become president. So I can go there to say, I am the president of the Nigerian Citizens Association. I can't go there now and say, I'm the secretary. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I give you that. Within our first 100 in office, you will see significant improvement. And also within my first 100 days in office, we are going to introduce the Nigerian Citizens Association podcast for the media department. We will be having podcasts every week, once a week, to tell our stories and what we intend to do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There's another question.
No, those 2 questions. No. Thank you. Thank you. Have your seat. Have your seat.
Thank you so much. Please vote for me.
The last contestant for the office of the President General is Honorable Lawan Tanko Ibrahim. Please, 5 minutes, 3 questions. 5 minutes, 3 questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great Nigerians.
Great.
Great Nigerians.
Great.
Great Nigerians.
Great.
I'm Lawan Ibrahim Tanko Alhaji. You can hear me. My name is Alhaji Lawan Ibrahim Tanko. Currently, I'm the Vice President of Nicasa currently. Thank you very much. And National Vice President, Nigerian Citizen Association, currently as we speak. Thank you. And during my tenure, I can tell you, I do not need to take too much of your time. I'm not a talking type. I believe in action. So I will now start by telling you during my tenure what I have done as the Vice President of Nicasa. Single-handedly, I organized a rally against drug dealing in South Africa. Here in Johannesburg, woman abuse and woman trafficking at the same time. You may ask why I did that. At that point in time, there was crisis here and the locals were about to attack foreigners. And in most occasions, when such thing happens, it affects Nigerians more. So I slept over it and decided, you know what, we have to take a step. I took it upon myself to get a permit for the rally. I printed 124 t-shirts for the rally. I invited South African Nigerian wives. They were present at that time. I paid transport for them. I fed them. We went for that rally and it was a success. During the time of Adama confirmed that it was a success. So I will do more and more when voted in. Besides that, we spoke, I hear Mrs. Odubeze spoke of piloting. We were the ones distributing those things together with Duke here until 10 at night. And I called a single person that did the highest donor, 7.3 at that time. I don't think any of the executives contributed that much. So, then, yes, I know, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it, very aware of it. And I believe that is leadership. So when elected, when I get your vote, I assure you there will be accountability, there will be transparency. I forgot to tell you, I hear people saying that I'm a Hausa man, that a Hausa man shouldn't be voted. And I can tell you I'm more Igbo than those people that are saying that. I was born and brought up in Aba. In fact, if you ask me, I will tell you that I'm an Ngwa man. Yes. So, like I said earlier on, I wouldn't take too much of your time. The Igbo people say that what to do, you understand? So I have contributed immensely towards Nicasa. I wouldn't be telling you stories, wanting to paint things around. So, my people, I will make you proud. I will do more. So, Ekene, you spoke of the crisis in Devon. Let me answer you before you answer questions. You can attest that I've been to Devon twice regarding the crisis. I even flew there with my own finances. The second time we went with the CG. We will certainly, why can't you hear me? We will certainly create an avenue to see how we can do regarding that issue, the cleaning. And I believe that you have already started that part already. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 questions. Why you looking? Why you for raise your hand first before I look that side? One, you pass too many questions.
Great Nigeria. Great Nigeria. Great Nigeria. Great. Permit me to start on the executive protocol. My name is Osman Gabriel. I'm the current treasurer of Nicasa Consulate. Sir, in my own understanding, Nicasa is a family. And at the same time, an organization. I have 2 questions for you. What I discovered in Nicasa since its existence is 2 things. 1, personal sentiment of vendetta, and 2, divide and rule.
Now, if you are voted as the president of this organization, how are you going to deal with it? Because these two things I see is a cancer or virus that is eating this organization.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that very wonderful question. Let me have come down. If nobody's ready to bring it down.
Okay, let me go straight to my question. Mr. Nako, you're welcome. I want to ask you a direct question as the former deputy president. What are you going to do different now? Because for the past 5 years, you've been in administration. We don't feel you. Some of us don't know you. You don't know the provinces. I'm the deputy premier of Limpopo. I don't know you. I don't feel you. I only know you on WhatsApp. I know you on other platforms. You never write to us once. You never tell us even once. When we have issues, we can't even come to you. Because when we write to people, and when we make a phone call across, nobody comes to us. So now you want to go as the President General. What are you going to do differently this time around? Because we need an administration that can be able to work for us, not to work for themselves. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Last question. It is not a yes. You've just lost in that question. Please, stop.
Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. My name is Honorable Ken from Gaza. I just want to ask you a quick question, and I want to use myself as an example. About early last year, I've got an issue with my passport. My permit is going to expire in less than a week or 2 weeks. And I came here looking for help. No one to help. I stood here. Thank God for this Consulate General. That man was by the gate there. He allowed me in. How can I prepare my permit can I expire in a week? And I've been writing email upon email. No one to assist. They did not respond to me. And I stood there, and they told me there's no booklet. I don't know how come, but my spirit was saying no, just wait here. And I become a nuisance. Start fighting here because of a passport. How do I prepare a document that is going to expire in a week, and I go and submit in Home Affairs? What difference are you going to make? Because somebody was saying that Nicasa got nothing to do with the issue of passports. The reason why I joined Nicasa to Madam Salt, because I go to Madam Salt all the time to complain about the passport. And she told me there's an opportunity for you to come to join Nicasa. And I joined Nicasa because of that. And I called my honorable president to call him and explain the same problem I was facing to him. Nothing was done. What different are you going to do regarding the issue of passport? If you don't have money, you can get the Nigerian passport. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Answer those 3 questions.
My brother there from Devon.
From Devon.
Yes. My pastor, thank you for your question. Yes, you see, that is the need. I forgot to mention that the one important thing is to bring the entire provinces. To bring the entire provinces together. Because I can't remember the last time we had meetings, like the entire province and the executive sitting on one table, having discussion on how to move Nicasa forward. So that will be done. Then straight to your question, you asked what I would do differently. Like I said earlier on, I'm a Northerner and an Igbo at the same time. And majority of my friends as well are Yorubas. So certainly there will be no room for tribalism, and there will be no room for divide and rule, as you say. So I will make sure that's for you. And to my brother from Limpopo, I believe you see plenty of my president. He always attend to your needs. For the fact the president is always available, I don't think that there is need for me to be in Limpopo. But God's willing, when I became the president, you will see plenty of me in your province. And what's the last question? Remind me, please.
Passport.
Okay, the passport issue. Yes, there's a problem with the passport issue. But in your own case, it's a different case. If you had spoken to the Nicasa, the president or the organizing secretary, I'm sure your issue would have been addressed. Probably you just came to the gate, they might not allow you to go. So in subsequent time, when I became the president, you call us directly and we'll make sure that we'll help you out. That will be done. Because the CG himself has made a space. He made a space for such problems. Expired passport and those that their permits are being expired. So we'll look into it critically. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a seat. Great Nicasa. Great Nicasa. I think at this juncture, we can say confidently that we are done with manifesto. What remains now, just 2 items, refreshment and voting, whichever comes first. Maybe my chair will just ask us to maybe proceed direct to voting, and when you vote, you now go have the refreshment, so that we will now do it very snappily, so that we don't waste much time. But before that, he will come out to explain, show you the ballot papers and all the processes leading to the actual vote itself. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Great Nicasa. Yeah, thank you very much for your time and for your patience up to this time. I sincerely don't want to keep you too long here. So we are going to do the 2 items concurrently. While we're doing the voting, we are expecting the food to arrive at 2 o'clock. And we have a special way in which we are going to deliver the food. We are not going to share the food anyhow. We have the list of the delegates. So if we call Houghton, we have 10 people, we just give 10 people to the Premier of Houghton. He will deliver to his people, so that we make it happen very snappy, not taking too long. So we are starting the votes almost immediately. And I'm going to show you how the voting is going to happen. You can see by that side, you can see 5 ballot boxes. I'm sure, no, I will show. You will see 5 ballot boxes. That side, I'm sure you have gone through and you see what is written in the ballot boxes. If you look at the one that is red, it's for the President General. There is only the one red, is President General. Maybe you need some glasses. The second one, which is blue, the second one, which is blue, is for the Vice President 1. The third box, which is orange, looks like red, is for the Treasurer. And the next one, greenish, is for the Organizing Secretary. And you can see the black one is for the unopposed vote. We have circulated that it's not going to be being unopposed. That does not mean automatically you have won the election. You have to have 25% of the total vote cast before you can be declared a winner for this election. And if you don't have 25%, then the position will be declared vacant. Then a by-election will be happening. Now, I will start with the unopposed votes. We have 8 unopposed votes. This is just for demonstration. The original ballots are written there, which is being printed in an A4. This is unopposed votes. So you can, if you don't want to endorse a candidate, just don't vote. Just leave it blank. If you leave it blank, then we see that you have not endorsed that candidate. That's all. And if you want to endorse the candidate, you just vote for that candidate. We have 8 unopposed positions. You can see it's written, and one thing that I would like to tell you is that we have taken all measures to make sure that we have put all security features, like the presidential election in Nigeria, in terms of our ballot papers. It has been done It has been done. It has been done by we've got a very experienced and well accredited printers that have done that. All our ballots are numbered, so any ballot you are given is numbered. There is a unique number associated to that ballot. And we have put in, even the paper that the ballot was printed was a special paper that was ordered for this election, which is hard to get that paper. So what I'm saying is that you feel confident that the votes that are going into that box is the real votes for the candidates that you have chosen. You can see the red, and our ballot is also aligned with the box. You can see the red is for the president. So we have 3 presidential candidates you can see, and that is exactly what you're going to find in the votes. For the position of Vice President 1, you can see we have 2 candidates. And this is exactly what you're going to get in the votes, and then you make a choice in terms of your candidate. We have the organizing secretary. We have 2 candidates. You can see their lovely pictures, and that's exactly what you're going to get for the candidates if we get the ballot papers. And then for the position of treasurer, we have 2 candidates for the position of the treasurer, and you can see this is the ballot with the orange. Please, when you go to the voting point, make sure that you put your ballot in the correct box. It's clearly marked. The color of your ballot is the color of your box. So, because we are going to do the election at the same time, you are going to receive the 5 ballots at the same time, and you take it into the board. And then when we come to the counting, that one we do it one after the other. But we are going to conduct the election once. And we are doing that to ensure that we do the election as quick as possible, so that we don't waste too much time. Okay, having said that, officially, we are closing the accreditation. So if you have not been accredited at that desk, then it means you are not going to vote. And also note that being accredited at that desk, that does not mean that you're automatically coming to vote. There is another level of verification that is going to happen before you get the votes, the ballot votes. We have to make sure that no Nigerians will vote without coming with your passport. If you don't have a passport, please don't even come to vote. You are not going to vote. And then Emma, which is the secretary, is doing the last level of screening, who knows the passport. You all know him in the OIS. He knows the passport, so he will check the passport to ensure that you are the person. You cannot bring somebody's passport and come and vote. If you have done that at the level of screening, please don't come to the voting unit. That will not hold. At the moment, we have accredited 152. We have accredited 152 delegates for the election. We had 189 delegates that, in our delegate list, only 152 are accredited. And I'm saying this so that you understand the level of our transparency. You write that number down so that at the end, you should not expect that we are giving you a total number of vote cast as 153. No, it's going to be 152 or less, because there may be some that might not be able to qualify to vote. Please bear with us. We are using that to make sure that this election is credible, is fair and free, so that everyone will attest to the credibility of this election. We are not going to compromise anything. Please and please bear with us. We are not doing it for any personal interest. We are doing it for Nigeria, and we are doing it for our community. And as you can see in the manifestos, we have great leaders. I think you have to commend those that, present themselves, they are all great. And we're confident that any one of them come on board will lead Nicasa to a greater height. Thank you, except if you have any question, let's hear the questions. And we have printed 200 ballots, okay? And we're going to account for those ballots that has not been used. So write it down. 200 ballots has been, 200 ballots papers have been printed, and we're going to account for those that have not been used. If you have, please feel free to ask your question. And if you can see, we have 2 points where you can go and put your stuff. We did that so that we don't want to have people line up, so that, we can be able to be snappy. You can just take your decisions, and then you put the board. And we're going to close that entrance to the toilet. If you want to go to the toilet, you have to go through the security and go that side, so that the person voting will not be interrupted. Any question that you want to ask?
Sorry, it's a simple question. To avoid spoiled ballot, how do we mark the ballot? Tick or cross or thumbprint?
It's a thumbprint, and you can see we clearly try to separate them so that someone cannot come in the middle and all. It puts the contestants at a distance. And when you put in your thumbprint, please don't fold it like this. Don't fold it like this, because it's likely the thumbprint can, split all over. So you fold it the other way around. You fold it the other way around. Okay.
My question is very simple. I think even on the architecture basis, when I was coming in, they told me my name was not there. Are you going to apply according to the list? Or what style are you going to do to see that everything goes perfectly?
Yes, we are going to apply according to our list. And of course, as I said, if you have not been accredited, even if your name is there, you are not going to vote. Because we have officially closed accreditation of 152 delegates. So that you keep that number. 152 delegates have been accredited, and that is the number that we are going to actually account for.
To avoid rush and overpopulation there, how do you intend to do it? Is it province by province?
Yes, we are going to do it province by province. And we call association, we call a province, and the province will come and they will do their voting, and they will call another province. They will line up and do it.
Please confirm with us how many provinces we have, or how many provinces are ready to vote tonight.
Okay. We have requested from the executive the number of provinces that they have. And the executives have written as the Nicasa executive. Wait, calm down. The Nicasa executive have given us 8 provinces. Wait. I have the letter that I've received. And today, please, we are not going to attend any petition. If you have that, you do it after the election. Please, I beg you. Because this committee is a committee of people of high level of integrity. You can look at them. And I make sure that we do our best to ensure that I don't have problem. If you have any issue, I don't have problem. And all our communications between my committee and the executive is well documented. And we're ready to present that whenever it's needed. So today is not a day that we listen to any petition. It's not that day. But after the election, you are welcome to take whatever things you are going to do. As I'm telling you, this my committee will be dissolved today. This committee will be dissolved today after this election. After this election, we are going to give a certificate of return to all successful candidates that win this election, and this committee will be dissolved. I don't want to be attending. Is your question about this? Is your question about what? About promise?
I would just like to ask if there's an alternative form of identification, for example, for students who are not traveling.
We have already indicated in our release. If you notice very carefully, IAC is releasing breaking news. And on Monday, we have released a breaking news for guidelines of this election. It was clearly stated that you must come with your passport. And we believe that the only way we know that you are a Nigerian is through your passport. So we are not looking at your visa. We are not looking. All what you are looking is your passport. If you don't have passport, you are not going to vote today. I'm sorry about that. Passport copy is fine. Passport copy is fine. If you come with your passport photocopy, it's fine. We verify that. We will accept that.
I think we are all here for the good interest of Nigerians. I think we are here for the good interest of Nigerians. There is no cause for alarm, no need for dispute. You said it that out of 9 provinces, that is only 7 provinces that will be voted. 8 provinces. Okay. Sorry, you said 7 or 8, sir? 8 provinces that will vote today. 1. And I know very well that there are some organizations and unions that will also vote. Kindly, can you name them, the provinces as well as the union that will vote today? Let's know what the answer.
We are going to mention them. Let me have the list. Okay. So we have our accredited booklet. You can be able to see that. And this has been generated from the code that we send to all organizations and all executives. One thing that you should understand is that when we started this, we are not the one that decides who are the delegates for this election. This was decided by the National Executive of Nicasa. And they decide even the number of the delegates that you are going to do. All what our mandate as IEC is to organize this election, to ensure that this election is being done with credibility. Okay? Eastern Cape, Gauteng, Limpopo, Pumalanga, Northwest, Northern Cape, Western Cape, Aisa, you can see that there is no free state. There is no free state. Aisa, Board of Trustees of Nicasa, Cancer, Igbo Union, NANSA, the Nigerian students, Major Delta, Nigerian Muslims, Mpasa, the pastors, NISA, Northern Nigerians, Mwasa, Nigerian nurses, Ohanaide, Udua, then the executive of Nicasa, and one thing that we have added is that all the contestants, we are giving them, they are also part of the delegates, and they are accredited, they will be able to actually vote. That's the list of the organizations for the elections. Any other question? Let me take this next question.
6 states. But now, different homes and different associations are bringing their name, bringing names. It's only yesterday I know. Emmanuel knows me very well. It's only yesterday I know this is taking place there. I called the official. I said my name is not there. I will come to the gate to bring my AK first. Yeah, it's not cool. The publicity should be okay. Every time Nigeria want to do this, the new official they will elect now, they must let Nigeria know. Those who have interest in participate. It's not 100%. But we will go for the election.
Okay. I will sincerely, please, a bit of attention. I will sincerely apologize for that. And as IEC, we try all our means to make sure that we reach all Nigerians for this election. And that is why one of the innovations that we did, which I think you should commend us, is for being able to fill in an online expression of interest form. And when we do that, so that you get a wide coverage of Nigerians anywhere, so that there will not be issue of, I didn't submit my form, I didn't do that. We manage an online process for that. Okay, the next thing, I would like to invite our observers, which are
please, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wally David from Rivers State, AQA Local Government. My brother, thank you for what you have presentation. I know we are all from Nigeria. Our tongue does not convince people, it's our action that convinces people. Whatever everyone is saying here, I don't believe it, I believe in action. In this election, number one, I want us to do this ballot box, we must empty it, everyone must see there's nothing inside. Number one question, number one thing. Second, every aspirant that is here, I want them to point someone they trust, at least 60%, must join as an agent. Now we join these people, when they call delegate name, they must check in the passport whether it was wrong. One thing I'm here to assure, not that I'm righteous, but I want to put as a good legacy that even when we complain about Nigeria down home, we that came to South Africa here, with little we have seen, we must change our mentality. That is one thing I want us to carry in this election. If it's not, it will not continue. Thank you.
I think we share the same vision with him. That's the same vision, and that is what we have been prophesizing. If you look at even our ballot box, we try to make it transparent. You look at it, it's all empty, it's transparent. And we place it in a way that everyone will see. We place it in a way that everyone will see. We initially planned to have this election in the basement there. And we said some people might not be able to see what is going on. And to make sure that we are transparent in what we do, we placed these ballot boxes long ago so that people can go and get familiarization of what is actually there. So we share the same vision with you. Thank you very much. And we would like every Nigerian to support us in ensuring that we actually do that. Okay? We will acknowledge our observers. We are starting the election now. We acknowledge our observers. We acknowledge. Wait. Not now. Please, I'm not going to give any chance for a meeting with INEC. No. You could have done that before. It's not this today. No. Please allow this election to go on smoothly. Please. We are going to acknowledge our observers, which are the members of the staff of the Nigerian Consulate and the Nigerian High Commission. And those people are from the media, are our observers. So what we are going to do, very snappy, we will invite them to inspect the ballots so that they see what exactly we have in the ballots. They will also look at our voting boxes, then we start the election. Can I invite the members of the Consulate and the members of the High Commission and the media to come and inspect our ballots before we commence the election? Thank you very much. May God bless you all. May God bless our Nigeria. Thank you.
We don't have instant gate programs. We are the executive. Madam, you're part of our executive.
You could have.
We don't have instant gate. We can't show us the letter that was given to me. We can't sign it as the secretary. I did it. These are the executive. Duke. Duke. Come here.
No, leave two.
We do not have instant gate. We do. I'm the secretary. I've never written a letter to instant gate. Do we have instant gate? Do we have instant gate?
Let them come. Where are they?
We don't have instant gate.
On the next question, these are on protest election. You are waiting like instant gate delegate or executive.
I'm the secretary.
If there's somebody
never written
in
the
the
letter
government is receive mission that come
That doesn't make you a member.
don't have them. No,
there's no instant gate.
We don't have.
Where's the letter? Where's the letter in question? I would like to see that there was written to INEC that we have a province called
this is second.
Can we even see them? Can we see them? Can we see them? Can you call them out so that we see them?
We don't have any province. I'm the secretary. I've never written a letter.
Who is the chairman? What do you mean?
When did you do? When did you do?
Who is the chairman?
I'm inviting the Consul General, our Consul General, His Excellency Andrew Edie, to lead the members of the Consulate and the mission to come and inspect our ballot papers and our election materials before we go in. Thank you.
I don't know. Only one person knows.
Hello.
No, we can show ourselves that. We don't want to answer this election with it.
Please, any candidate, everybody.
All sit down. Please, let us sit down.
Yeah, I got to this vote here.
Let us, please, my brother, sister, let us sit down. We do not have.
Please, let's sit down. All of us, let's sit down. Only the members of the electoral committee should be here. Let's sit down. Everybody, please. My brother. Oh, if you're not an observer, let's sit down. Please. If not, to get around, let's sit down. Please.
The credibility of this exercise.
So the issue is
it's not their fault. If they have to,
and I said to many media leaders and I'm saying to them, you say no. No. We don't talk to them here. This is confessional. Kick out their leaders. I have not said that we allow them to vote. I said bring them.
No. Okay, quick one.
Yes. You don't have any branch in this thing.
What happened is that and we had two levels.
So the problem
and Your Excellency, listening to me, we had two levels. Your Excellency, I have all the records. Listen to me. You see me, I work with high level of integrity. I don't take this thing.
And I said, let's go.
Also, I'd like to read the nation. Please, my question is let me say something. No, we can interpret. Hello. I'm talking to you about this time the last 2 years. No. I'm talking to him.
I should know.
Hello. Please, all the leaders of the 9 provinces, please join in. Let's see how we can resolve this issue. Chairman, President, 9
Relax.
My brothers, I'll stand down everything. Let's have our lunch now. Maybe the lunch will cool us a little. Bring food now for us while I meet with the provincial leaders. Please. There's nothing to fight over. What are we fighting over? There's nothing to fight over. Let's be patient. The food will arrive now. 1 hour break to eat. Right? While CG meets with the President General and the leaders of the various provinces and see how best it is. Please. No need for any rowdiness. Please.
More to go. Okay, what nonsense is that? No, don't worry. So now leader.
Nicasa is organizing. Now, one of them, you got this now. I will go traffic, go traffic, they have been able to
Yes, Secretary of Chairman. So why is it called Secretary of Chairman? Yes. I think it's confirming that. I think it's confirming that. I should always get it. I'm going to ask you.
Where did you get it from? So that you know what we are. That's what keep it separate, yeah.
That's the simple thing. And your forum is how long? Reverend, but I election is number for you. Bahu is thank you. Bahu is. You know, so now I'm going to government. Any president on that. The government of home. Let's see that one. Who are the province on that? I know. You answer I said that president and secretary provincial area. So I'm not supposed to.
My honorable.
OCG, I'm going to have I asked a very simple question. What are you doing? Hello, back to you.
Is